Jan Jones.
And I'm Michael Stanley, and this is Monday's PM Magazine.
On tonight's PM Magazine, find out why the original Rat Pack is back on tour again.
We still have it.
Sammy, Frank, and Dean decided to get together and let the good times roll.
We should have more fun than the audience.
Next, witness a medical miracle when a new concerned. 1988 is a year of returns and reunions. Everyone from Michael Jackson to the Monkees is back on tour.
Now, if your kind of music is more doobie-doobie-doo instead of doo-wah, you could tell what kind of music I like, then hang on to your martini glasses, because those ageless hipsters, the Rat Pack, are back on the concert tour.
It's rare that the so-called Rat Pack sing together outside Las Vegas. But this month, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., and old Blue Eyes himself, Frank Sinatra, start a concert tour that will take them to 24 cities across the U.S. And they promise that each show will be loaded with music, laughs, and, of course, loaded with Dean.
I always go out first, and I start them laughing, and then they continue laughing when these two guys sing. Everybody loves somebody sometime.
These three have been laughing and singing on stage, on screen, on albums, and on the way to the bank for more than 35 years.
It's still fun. It's still games that you can play, but I do a lot of reminiscing about the old days.
I want you to know anything goes.
The old days were magic. Hollywood was a playground for the Rat Pack. It still is, but today, be careful who you call a rat.
Now, we don't bring that up, by the way, before anybody used that stupid phrase again.
It's now...
The Rat Pack was made of Humphrey Bogart, who started it all, and several other people who lived in the small area here in Beverly Hills. And they decided that they would be called the Rat Pack. And then one day somewhere, Sammy opened his big mouth that we were members of the Rat Pack, and that's what happened. That's really what started the whole thing. We've never discussed a term for the three of us.
And now it's a little mice trap.
But how will these three mice fare with today's young concert crowd? The teenagers who 40 years ago swooned over Sinatra are now grandparents. Well, their kids' kids who love this appreciate this.
Yeah. You can imagine what fun that'll be on stage. Frank ain't trying to be Bruce Springsteen, you know, and I ain't out there trying to be Michael, and Dean ain't out there trying to be whoever he thinks he is at that time. He's trying to be the best Dean Martin, Frank's being the best Frank, and I'm trying to be the best Sammy.
It's up to you.
Okay, so how do these three rate with some of today's young music fans?
Boring. They're like old people, the older generation.
Just old-fashioned. Yeah, like you said, it's old-fashioned. That would be the word to describe it.
This, my friends, is only the beginning.
We know we're not their musical cup of tea, you know, but the personal thing of just saying, hey, there's young people in the audience, that would be a ball. And I think we'll get some. First of all, the parents that still have control will say, you're going to come and see them. They ain't never coming back this way again, you know. But that's... They may not make it through the show, you know.
I brought one tuxedo.
Sammy says he's going on tour with Frank and Dean so their fans outside of Las Vegas can see them. But they're also performing for each other.
The satisfaction I get out of working with these two bums is that we have more laughs than the audience has.
And what do they plan to sing? New material or the old standards?
I'm going to do a medley of Prince's material. I opened with Purple Rain, since he's wearing my old outfits.
Frank, Dean, and Sammy. Like three musical musketeers, they've been swashbuckling their way through America's entertainment palaces. None of them will say this is the trio's farewell tour, but for Sammy, it is a chance to say something special to their millions of fans.
When I look at an audience and I say thank you, I've always meant it, but it had, maybe in the old days, a touch too much of theatricality. But when I say thank you today, Boy, I mean it from my tippy toes, from my heart. Thank you.
Yes, I've got you under my skin.
Tickets for the first concert in Oakland sold out immediately. And what is ironic here is that Bill Graham, the promoter, a guy who's been promoting rock and roll music all these years, the kind of music that the Rat Pack doesn't like, is the one who's promoting their concerts.